Dave opened the door to his apartment with a slight stagger. He was just coming home from work from a late night party. All he wanted to do now was relax and fall asleep. Not the feeling of energy to head upstairs to bed. He decided to crash on his couch for the night. He turned on his television to MTV and managed to drift off to sleep very quickly. After what seemed like only a few seconds of the restful sleep, Dave bolted upright when the music on his television was suddenly louder than normal. He grabbed the remote and went to investigate. Before he could solve that mystery, he noticed something out of the corner of his eye. Something in a sliding glass door in the backyard. Not sure if it was his mind playing tricks on him, and he decided to investigate further. "Damn," he said. Dave pressed his face against the glass as he pocketed his remote. "I can't see anything out there." He cupped his hands around his eyes and with a last ditch of effort to try and peer into the darkness, when suddenly a bearded man approached him from the front of the window. The man smacked on the glass with his bloody hands. Dave shrieked and fell backwards, scrambling on all fours to hide from the sofa. The man outside wailed in terror and then was silent. After a few minutes, Dave got the courage to grab his baseball bat and investigate what's been going on outside. The man's bloody handprints were smeared on the glass of the door. As he crept out, the light from his living room illuminated the grass. Before it was him, the bloody mess, one that looked like someone had been ripped apart. Dave stepped out further when he found out himself unable to move. "Greetings," a voice spoke to him, one that seemed to be an echo from all sides. "What's going on?" he said, through the gritted teeth. A man appeared from the darkness before him. He was well dressed in a top hat and suit, a golden pocket watch in his hand, attached to a chain. The man regarded us fondly before looking at Dave and smiling. "You've met with an unfortunate fate," the man said, grinning more and more as he spoke. "I am a demon, and I am going to kill and eat you, as I have this other man. However, we demons like games, and when I hear humans like challenge, if I torture you for, say, 84 years, I will send you back a few minutes ago, and you could try and stop yourself from leaving the house to investigate. If you could save yourself, none of this would have happened. If you fail, however, I will get to devour you. How does that sound?" Dave agreed to the man's terms fearfully. He didn't want to die, and seeing as he was unable to move, he was inclined to believe he was a demon. The demon laughed and clapped his hands. For the next 84 years, Dave was tortured in hell, growing old and weary. Finally, when his torture had ended, the demon came to him. "Time to go back, Dave," he said, as he snapped his fingers. Dave tried to protest, but he was too weary from the torture to speak. By now Dave was old and bedraggled and bloody, and even his memory was shot from the years of constant abuse. The demon was true to his word, although Dave had been transported right back before he was gone outside. He peered into his house and saw himself sleeping on the couch. He reached into his old jeans and pulled out the remote to the television he had pocketed all those years ago. He raised the volume, thinking that it would get past him to wake him up. As soon as the volume shot up, and so did past Dave, his past self went in to investigate. Dave tried to shout to him not to go outside. However, all those years in hell, his vocal cords were fried from the heat. Panicking as himself went to look outside, he then ran up to the glass door and frantically beat on it, trying to signify his past self from not coming outside. His part self ran away, and Dave sighed, thinking he had scared him off. He turned to walk away when the man appeared in front of him. "You have failed," he said, with a broad grin. It was then that Dave remembered what had happened all those many years ago. "Ah, now you've got it," the demon said, as he opened twice his mouth and attacked Dave. Dave wailed, crying out a mixture of fear and sorrow. Leaving a bloody mess, the man cleaned himself off and chuckled. Now here comes my favorite part. What's up, my pretties? It's the Lion Queen here. I want to appreciate you all for tuning into this video, and I do appreciate you guys supporting my video by giving this video likes and stuff. If you really enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're new, ring the bell for notifications to when I upload so that way you guys will get updated for whenever I upload. If you want to follow me on Twitter or DeviantArt, feel free to leave a follow on those if you are interested in following me on those socials. If you want to support my backup channel, known as Ms. Dark Shigo, feel free to subscribe to it, as a link to that will also be in the About page section. And with that being said, and that being the case, thank you so much for watching, my pretties, and as always, stay pretty.